My name is Messiah, and this is Let Her Talk. I want to talk about transitioning. I think right now life is teaching me still and change, even though sometimes I don't always want change. Change is inevitable, and I have to learn to accept that. I have to come to terms with the things in my life that do change, or the things learning that it's okay if I'm by myself sometimes. And I always say like, oh, I'm always more happy alone, but I've been realizing lately, like, I actually don't want to always be alone. I actually do want to be with people that love me, and I actually do want to share my love with others. And for a long time I convinced myself that that was not the case, and that I was better by myself and I would be better alone, and I don't have to share my love with anyone but myself to feel okay. And now I was starting to feel as if like that's not the case for me, and I do want to share my love with someone. I feel like I met somebody, and it's hard for me to come to terms with how I feel with him because a number of things. And I'm not a perfect person. I'm not. And sometimes it's hard for me to be transparent and for me to communicate the things that I want and need. And sometimes I act as if it is easy, and if those things come natural to me, but most of the time it don't. So when things don't go my way, or when things are not working out in my favor, sometimes I do think the worst, or I do tend to self-sabotage, and I will push that person away, and I'll be like, well, you know what, maybe this not for me. But I'm learning that in order for me to know if something is for me, I have to see things through. I'm learning that I have to be okay with the possibility that maybe somebody may hurt me, and that's all right too. Life is going to come with a whole bunch of stuff, and that's one of the things that life comes with. Being able to love somebody fully means I have to open up and be open to the possibility that they could hurt me, even if that's not what I want to happen. And maybe he won't hurt me. Maybe this will be good for me. Maybe this is my soul telling me that be open to new love. Be open to somebody loving you the way that you want to be loved. Somebody loving you the way that you give love. But if I'm being honest, I think my love scares me. I think somebody loving me the way that I love them scares me, because I know the way that I love, and it's so wholeheartedly. I love with every ounce of my being. I feel it in my blood. I feel it in my skin. I feel it in my feet. I feel it in the words that I speak. I feel it in every ounce of my being. I feel it with all my heart. To have somebody love me that much scares me, because what if I do something that you don't like? What if I say the wrong things and we get into a fight? Like, I don't want to fight. Or what if you just decide that one day maybe things just not right between us, and you love somebody more than you love me? So I'd rather keep you at arm's length, because I feel as if I keep you at a distance, then you can really no longer, or really know the real me. But I will never know real love if I don't choose to live authentically. So I want to change. I don't want to change. I'm going to change, because I really do want to see this relationship through. But you never know if the person is for you, and you never know if you're for that person, or if they just really wanted somebody else, or things like that. And I try to tell myself just think positive about the situation and stuff, but like I also tend to, I don't want to say think negatively, but like I also tend to weigh out every option that there could be, like every possibility that may pop up or that may come up. I don't know, vulnerability is a hard thing for me, because I felt as if every time I was actually vulnerable, it was always used against me, and I don't wish for that shit to keep happening to me. So it's like, I don't know. And I also really just, it's like, you ever, like, when you've always been treated a certain way, or things have been a certain way, and then you finally get something good in your life, it'd be like maybe it's too good to be true, or maybe you just wait for the other ball to drop, or the other foot, however the saying go, like you just wait for something to happen. And I feel like the more I keep waiting for something to happen, then it will happen. And if I'm being honest, I really don't want it to happen. I want a fairy tale life, and I don't want it to be just a fairy tale. I want it to be a reality. I want a life where we wake up next to each other and we so in love, like so disgustingly in love. People be like, ooh, or people just be like, they think that we so in love that they think that we faking it and we just putting on a facade. I want to love so loving that I'm the first person you think about when you wake up. Or you always consider me, even if I'm not the first person that's on your mind. Like, you make sure you call me or talk to me throughout the day. You make sure you see me. I want to love so considerate that you see the flowers, you see my favorite flowers in the store, which is tulips, and you buy them for me because you know how much I love tulips. You know how much I love flowers, let alone tulips. I want to love so loving that when you see things that's green in the store, you be like, oh, Messiah, I like this, let me get it for her. I want to love so loving that when I'm upset, I don't even have to speak words because you know what's wrong with me and you know just what to do. I want to love so loving that when I come home, you're happy for me to be there with you. I want to love so loving that you take me everywhere with you because you're so happy that I'm yours and nobody else's. I want to love so loving that we travel the world together and create adventures of our own that maybe someday we may tell our kids about. I want to love so loving that it convinced me to have kids, because if you know, you know, baby, kids is not in the cards for me. I want to love so loving that we are partners, teammates, and it's never just a you or a me, but a us, a we. I want to love so loving that everybody can feel the love, and that we turn so much hate into love just because people be like, I want what they have. A love so loving that makes me never question if you actually love me, because I just know that you love me. And like I said, I think sometimes that type of love scares me though, because what if they don't mess it up, but what if I mess it up? What if I do something? What if I don't know if I can handle all of that? What if I don't know, because like I said, I feel like I met somebody and I enjoy his company, but when it seems as if, and I could be projecting how I feel onto him, or because I'm scared or living in fear or whatever, but sometimes it seems as if like we not always on the same accord. Like sometimes I feel like I'm more in it than he in it, and then sometimes I feel like he more in it than I'm in it, and then I don't want to feel like that, but I also be feeling like it could just be me being scared. That's why I get to feeling like that. I don't know though, like, then I'll be trying to figure out maybe I'm moving too fast, or like I'm only 23, so maybe this won't even last. But well, I'm not 23 yet, I'm only 22, but I'll be 23 next month, and it's just like, when you love somebody, you love them. And I loved a bunch of people in my life. I'm a lover, and it's not something I'm ashamed of. I love everything. It's not hard for me to love, but it's hard for me to be healthy in love, because I'm so used to toxicity in love. I'm so used to leaving and coming back, or pulling and tugging, or lies and deceit, or I don't know. If I'm just being honest, that's just what I'm used to. And this time around, it really don't seem like that. it doesn't seem as if it's a bunch of lies and deceit, but I think that sometimes I feel like he think he needs to be sure about me the same way I need to be sure about him. But I feel like there's a reason that we met, and I'm not sure if I feel like there's a reason that you meet everybody, but I don't know what my reasoning is for meeting him is just yet. But I think I do. Like, he makes me want to love fully and be me, but that shit scares me. That shit scares me so much because I'm such a lover that I feel like it may come off as suffocating. It may come off as too much. But the only way I would know if it's too much for him is if I actually give it to him. Because how would he ever know? And how would I ever know if this is right if I'm not fully being my full self, you know? So I have to stop being scared, put my big girl panties on, and love from my heart and not my head. And I would see what that would get me, because I feel like it would give me a place that I've never been before. And that's why I'm saying at the beginning, sometimes change is scary for me, because I've been a lot of places, but a place of authentic love is a place that I don't think I've ever really been. So it scares the fuck out of me. The only person I've ever loved fully and really is me. The only person that ever seen me raw and uncut is me. And I love who I am. But I don't know if the raw and uncut version of me could somebody else love that. But then I just be thinking, like, even if they don't, then I got myself. But like I said too, like, I don't want to just always just be me. I want to share my love. And I'll be thinking too, like, I just do stuff, like, I don't know. And I do be wanting, I really want me and this guy. Even if we don't work, I want to enjoy it. And I don't want to put, but I don't even want it to be even if we don't work. I'm such a hopeless romantic that I really think that, like, oh, you get with this person, it's the end all be all. But how will I know? Well, it's like Black Whitney said, how will I know if you really love me? Because how will I know? How will I know? How will I know? Life is so funny. Life is actually hilarious. And I'm grateful to live. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be full of love. I'm grateful to be able to share my love to the extent that I do. I'm grateful to be me. I'm so grateful for everything that life has given me and the things that life will give me. My life was truly a miracle. Everything in my life is divinely protected and divinely guided, and I'm grateful for that. I just gotta be true to who I am, and if I know that I like this person or that I love this person, I gotta show them how I love and not half-ass love with them, because that's what I've been doing. And it's fucked up, but it's not fucked up because it's just I'm scared. But the only way I will know is if I love. Like, if I go all in 110% and show him the way that I actually love. And it's like, if he likes me while I'm half loving, he's gonna adore me when I fully love. And you know what's so funny? I think he has the capacity to love me the same way I love him. And that's why I said I think the way I love scares me, because I know he has the capacity to love me the same way. But it scares me because do I be thinking like, am I really ready for that love, or am I just like too young, or is it going to be too much for me? And I don't know. And it just be thinking like maybe a part of me is scared of commitment, but I don't even know if that's the case. I mean, that could very much well be, but I don't even think that's the case. I really just think it's like I said, the love that I give just scares me, because then I know like I've only ever had toxic love, or a love that was unfulfilling. And when you get a love that is fulfilling, or a love that's not toxic, or a love that is authentic, it's be like, can I even manage this? Because it don't come with games and gimmicks, and I'm used to games and gimmicks. I'm used to running and being able to come back. I'm used to doing all of these things, but these are things I no longer wish to do with him. That's the person I no longer wish to be. And that's why I say sometimes change is scary, but that part of my life has to come to a close. So, yeah. My name is Messiah, and this is Let Her Talk.